Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Tequila Tuesday. Happy Titty Tuesday. Happy Terrific Tuesday. Whatever the Tuesday is, let's have a happy that, okay? It don't matter if you had a bad day, if you got anxiety, if you a bit depressed, okay? If your man left you, if your woman left you, whatever it may be, okay? Today will be a terrific day, okay? Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay, it is Tuesday night, pop culture, gossip news, foolishness and whatnot, shit and chat, okay? Now y'all know it don't be a whole lot going on, so we having to make things up as we go and have conversations as it comes up around here, okay? Now, tomorrow on Wednesday, I want to have, I think, like a TV show round-up conversation because I don't have time to watch and do separate reviews for Martha's Vineyard, Black Ink Crew, College Hill. So I'm thinking tomorrow night is going to be Wednesday night TV chat, I think. Because I got to get, at least another video in because it's the end of the month. Y'all know the end of the month, YouTubers, we have to get that thing in there, okay? And because of Monday being the holiday, I'm pushed back. I'm behind, okay? I'm behind and stuff, so I want to make sure I get, some stuff out to y'all and whatnot. However, I want y'all to do the same thing I do today that y'all do every day, or what I ask y'all to do every day. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Be a subscriber. Be an active subscriber, which means watch my stuff, okay? I'm going to pop on screen, watch my stuff. I put my shirt on that I had on yesterday because it's cold, and my dress I had on was sleeveless, and I'm cold. So I threw my shirt on. I like my little Queen of Hearts shirt and tore it. So don't say, what you wearing yesterday? Yes, I wore this shirt yesterday to the movies and came home and took it off, and it was sitting on my chair, and I put it on today, okay? However, subscribe to my channel, okay? Like the video, okay? Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok, okay? Yes, share the video, all that good stuff. Comment in the comment section because it's a conversation between me, y'all, them, they, whoever else around watching, listening, hearing, seeing, not seeing, whatever it may be, okay? But okay, we have things to discuss. A few things here, a few things there, a few things everywhere. I got a couple things saved too on my IG because it's the thing to do to save it on the IG. Okay, because when I can't remember what I was supposed to have been doing, is usually on my IG. Because when you see something, you just save it where on the IG. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, y'all, I don't know why I'm hyper. I have no idea where this energy came from. It was not here before. Okay, it has been a long work day for me. It's been a long night. Okay, however it goes, we is here. Okay. Anyway, I want to say some hellos. Okay, if I can get to the right screen, pop that off so I can see y'all. Okay, hopefully I still have not called Comcast. I always say I'm gonna call them, but I ain't called them yet. So if my signal acting dumb, as long as you can hear me, that's what matters. Okay, but hello to everyone who's in the chat. Thank you to those who are watching live. Thank you to those who will be watching the read of the play. Okay, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? How your mamas doing? How your daddy's doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, everybody around here. Hey, my, that's look, y'all look. Having a praying mother, best thing ever. Okay, my anxiety has been on off the chain since yesterday, honey. And my mama gave me a whole having a praying mama. Oh, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my, that's my mama. That's my mama. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ma. Okay. How you doing? Okay, love you. Anyway, I said to put it out there. Okay, because if y'all don't know nothing about my mama, that's my motherfucking mama. That's my mama. Okay. But hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's gonna be some foodlessness and whatnot today. Okay. No Bishop robbery today, even though I saw he was on live earlier, riding around for no reason. Because where you going? Where you riding to? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no church. Where you going? Okay, he was riding around the city or whatever, but I might hit like my another. But y'all know when Bishop Robert come around here with something worth discussing, we're discussing. But right now he chilling. He chilling. But if y'all see him on live, let me know what we discussing because y'all know I have to record it because he be deleting stuff, okay? But yeah, we're gonna leave that man where you at today. Okay. We is happy to see everybody around here. Happy Tuesday, everything. Hello. I hope everybody has hit the like button around here. Hey, I hope my air conditioner ain't too loud. It is summertime here in Detroit. Okay, the weather outside is 80s. Okay, and when the weather outside is 80s, it's warm in our houses, so I refuse to ever be hot. Okay, I will have $1,000 light bill before I ever allow myself to be hot. Now, I'll be cold and put on a little long sleeve shirt or a sweatshirt. So I hope y'all can probably hear in the background, but whatever. I ain't got central air. I have an air conditioner in here and in there, and it keep my whole place cold. Okay. Yes. Anyway, I think I'm trying to luxuriate. That ain't a real word, but I said it anyway. To luxuriate, it's like luxury or whatever. With my braids, I'm taking them down either this weekend or next weekend. I want to get the last few, uses out of them. So I'm be running my hands through them or whatever. Marlo, the one that needs to be checked anyway. Oh, we're gonna do some checking. I read Marlo for Filth yesterday when I did the review. I quickly reviewed the Housewives of Atlanta yesterday afternoon before we went to go see Little Mermaid. And I read her a little bit. She gonna get some more today. She gonna get a little bit more today, and that's what it is. But good evening. Come on, a happy blunt. I don't partake in the ganja I used to in my younger days. I can't now. But hey, I remember. Okay, and saying all comments, statements, dialogue, and opinions given are commentary only, not necessarily proven as fact, and are for entertainment purposes love, light, and positivity in the midst of the foolishness. Okay, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And stuff. Okay, hey. Look, I'm trying to say hey to y'all because I can get into it. You know what I'm saying? Hey from San Diego. Hey, San Diego. Thank you for loving my channel. Say, hey, Keisha, how you doing? How is everybody? Can you say? I'll tell you in a second. Okay, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Hey from Grand Rapids. Look, if y'all don't know, look, when it gets warm here, because it's not like heat down south where y'all used to. Like we used to it, but we still don't like it. We don't like it when it's hot. We hate it when it's cold, but we don't leave. We don't leave Michigan, even though we hate our winter. Because all I know is we don't have no tornadoes here, not really. We don't have no mudslides. We don't have no floods, and we don't have no hurricanes. I can deal with some snow a little bit in the winter, and then it's hot in the summer. Okay, you know what I'm saying? A praying mama is the best, okay? No bishop robbery. An adopted parent, that's great too. A praying mama is adopted, birth, just because, whatever it may be, okay? It's all that, okay? But, let's do this. Okay, thank you. I love you, channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, look around here. I try my best to do my best on my best day, even if I'm not having a good day. I'm gonna still be having the best. Okay. Hey from Philly. Speaking of Philly, look, y'all know. Last week was the last week prom season. We were discussing, the prom stuff. Okay, and I kept saying, about people or whoever, things around here where you can't be around here having these prom send-offs if your neighbor's front door is 3 feet from your front door. I said you can't be around here having these huge prom send-offs and ain't enough space for the prom send-off. Okay, and then I kept saying, I'm like, I wish I could find this one thing from these people. I found it, and they in Philly. The people I was talking about, who house, in my opinion, was too close for this huge prom send-off that was in Philly. And I was like, okay. I was like, look. Now, I found it, and I want y'all to see it, okay? So, this is the video I was talking about. This prom send-off, and I kept saying, your house is too close to your neighbor's house to be doing that. Okay, you blocking your neighbor's front yard. Look at all this. And I'm not knocking that neighbor because I don't know that neighborhood. I don't know it. What I do know is you get all that prime send off and your house, your front step is too close to their front step. You got a Maybach a Rolls Royce. You got the people. And I said, this is just a Philly shit. Because I seen the riders, okay? I said, that's some Philly shit, the bikers. I'm like, watch, look, all in the street. Why you don't have, look, ain't no driveway around there. Ain't no parking space. It ain't enough parking space in front of that complex to do all that. Okay, I said, you blocking everybody's stuff. And if you had to have the prime send off cascade of billboard thing somewhere else, it's like, what are you doing? And I said, this is the Philly shit. A Lamborghini? So a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, all that. Look at this shit. So when this was the video, and that is the put together video. Okay, let's go to the mama. And I'm not knocking her because she did great for her son. Okay, I'm not knocking. She did great for her son. All I'm saying is the background area of where he walked out from. It seemed like your neighbor too close. Who window did you now? Unless this lady owned this block, because I think she's in real estate. Congrats to her. Okay, we wish her much success. Unless you are in real estate and you own that block and you bought that block to fix it up, and that's your block, and so you own all that shit. If you own all that shit, ma'am, if you own all that stuff, cool. All I'm saying is, ma'am, go all out for your kid. Do congrats. Cute prom suit, cute prom dress, that's fine. But you don't have enough space for all the people around there to walk around freely. Ain't no elbow room. Okay, the cameraman up on the stoop, he ain't got enough room to back up. Okay, you have to clear the walkway with the street. Okay, to get out of there. Who gonna clean up the confetti? Who gonna do that? Who gonna broom all that shit up? Who? Let me know. Okay, if my neighbor has sparklers and the DJ booth blocking my front way, blocking the goddamn on Front Street, ain't no parking lot around there. Ain't no driveway around there. Not nan. So when I was talking, this was the video I saw that made me say that house too small and not too small to celebrate. I don't want anyone to get me wrong. I love that she went around here and did the most for her son. He went to prom. We hope he graduated too. We don't know, because some folk go to prom, some folk don't graduate. Okay, so she did what she did for her son. This prom sent off. Okay, and she was around here or whatever. That's her son. Okay, she said he living life. I guess he went to more than one prom. I don't know, because that's a whole different suit. Okay, that's a whole different suit. Look like on a whole different porch. Okay, same Rolls Royce. Whatever. Cute dress. That's fine. Okay, maybe he had a prom one place and she had one somewhere else. That's cool. All I'm saying is, ma'am, make it make sense. Okay? Prom send off today. Starts after. I said the apartment don't look. Now I say she do real estate. So kudos to that lady. Okay? And they round here, you know what I'm saying? Givenchy, some gold boots, some silver boots, and some black shoes. You know, it's a package deal, blah, blah, blah. Life looks so again. Maybe she has the funds that she spent on that because she doing a whole bunch. All I'm saying is, if you had the funds for all that, I don't want to have the prom send off in the apartment complex. Because I live in an apartment. I'm not having no send off nowhere around here. Okay. When I buy my condo, we can have one around there. And when DJ has his prom enough, trust and believe, it ain't gonna be all. No, it's gonna be normal. But my sister had a space to do all that without blocking her neighbor's shit. Right, and went off. Y'all know. Once I get started, I'm started. Y'all know once I get started, I'm started. And when I be up late scrolling. I was scrolling on IG and I came across the content creator who created the full video. And when they tagged the mom, I said, "Oh, that's the mama? That's the mama? Let me go see." And again, congrats. She got 27,000 followers more than me. Okay, I said congrats to her. She did good. She made it on the Shade Room. Okay, she, in the whole, she commented what Candace said, and she said, "Look like Candace doesn't like how we show up and show out for our babies." Your thoughts, IG, and that's the thing. I said I wouldn't call it tacky. Candace called it tacky. I didn't call it tacky. I just said it looked like a lot for a little at Burger King today. That's all I said. It looked like she rented different spaces to have other stuff. Because I'm like, that big wall, that's somewhere else. That's somewhere else. Okay? That's the thing. That send-off wall, that's his spike shoes, which probably is illegal. He can't walk to the airport. That's somewhere else. So the mama seems to have rented other spaces to put up prom send-off decorations because the Housing Association of Philadelphia, where she lived at, said, no, ma'am, you can't have it here. You can't block everybody's view. No, ma'am. So maybe at the playground, across the street, she had everything set up. Okay, maybe the Rolls Royce and the Lamborghinis and the vroom vroom bikes or whatever. Maybe they parked, down the way. The black carpet, that she had to lay down for it. Maybe that was somewhere else. I don't know. And I'm not saying it's tacky. I'm just saying it's a bit much. I like the lady dress. I like his suit. The car looked nice. The decorations look nice. Remember when Bill Cosby told Dabness that Vanessa brought him home on a trash can lid? When when Heathcliff Huxtable told Vanessa's fiance Dabness Dickey or Dabness. When Heathcliff told Dabness, you could be a steak and potato that is a delicious meal, but your fiance presented you on a trash can lid. I'm not calling Philly trash either. Not calling Philly trash. All I'm saying is the Lamborghini and the Rolls Royce and the balloons and the confetti and the studded shoes and the photographer and the DJ and all of that stuff around there. But it looked like y'all living at good times with Florida and them. Okay, but Florida and James Evans had a good life in the ghetto. Okay, a good life. Florida and James and JJ and Michael and Thelma and Bookman and Relona and Penny lived a good life in the projects. And ain't nothing wrong with the projects. It's just a neighborhood. But ain't nobody parking no Lamborghini or no Rolls Royce in the parking lot of the projects. If you rented that car, they're gonna probably say, we'll drop it off to you. You can't leave it there. But it looked good, But it's presented on a trash can, and I'm not calling nobody's area trash. Not at all. Not doing that. Your son's suit looks amazing. We just wonder where you parked. Did y'all see that? The awning is falling down. How you taking photos in front of a Lamborghini and a Rolls Royce and the awning to the house is falling down? You could have spent the money that you spent on that Rolls Royce to fix the awning. Look at that. You couldn't fix the awning. So Candace saying it was tacky, don't say it's tacky. It's not tacky. However, celebrate your babies. Black children deserve joy. Black kids deserve elegance and ambiance and all of that, but make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do all of that, I would not have dared to have all that in my neighborhood, and we got to clean all that shit up and go to work in the morning. And the DJ got to break his shit down before it get too dark because he don't want to get robbed. I'm just saying. That's if you are in the hood where Florida them live, or whether you are in the hillbilly trailer park where Eminem lived. It ain't just for black folk, for white folk too. Please believe it's white folk around here who, it's just as hillbilly ghetto as we is. Okay, it's somewhere, some white folk around there with bear claws and weird shit and Cheeto dresses. Okay, and flip flops with antennas on them. I don't know. We just ain't see it because we don't really be following white folk stuff. Celebrate your babies. Do that, but make it make sense. Could you imagine if Florida had gave Michael a prom send off from the projects and had a whole limo around there and the pimps and the hoes coming down there dancing in front of Michael and the daddy looking James watching the strippers. I got all off tilt. Okay, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate your babies. I don't want to see prom send-offs not happen, but it needs to make some sense. The folks look at that kid is like, hey, you had a point. Oh Lord Jesus. I'm just like, I was like, man, what is you doing here? All that confetti. All that, the baby probably choking, the baby hair getting all messed up. The sparklers could set a fire. Ain't no, the porters can't even hold chairs. Next up, let me go to my next topic. Celebrate your babies, y'all. Just do it in the right way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is celebrate your babies. Celebrate them in the right way. Okay? Don't allow anyone to make it seem like you are tacky. You're not tacky, but the money needs to match the surroundings. Okay, the money needs to match the surroundings. Okay, now I got random shit. Let's congratulate Chloe, Haley Bailey. Okay, on her debut, The Little Mermaid made $117 million opening weekend. Now it's gonna probably be a little bit more once it get the domestic thing or whatever. I'm like, look, I seen the movie. I did. I'm gonna probably do a car conversation about it tomorrow, and whatnot. If y'all have not went and seen The Little Mermaid, look, I seen folks saying stuff like, "Oh, it wasn't that good." What do you expect? The premise of the movie is a mermaid get some legs and go walk around on the land and have some fun. What did you expect? Her to be tap dancing, twerking? It is a feel-good movie. It has a plot. It has a depth to it. It's a story within a story. And I can't wait to drive and talk. Y'all know when I drive and talk, I get all my feelings out. However, my point is saying, congratulations, confetti. I have been posting clips on my IG from when I was there at the theater. I post a couple clips or whatever to see things. The picture was great. Okay, the graphics were great. The songs were great. Okay, everything around here was great. Now I laughed a little bit at certain things. I'm like, that white boy wants that black lady. Okay, but again, it was an amazing movie. Okay, you don't have to bring kids. Me, my mama, and my sister went. We all. I'm 41. I'm the youngest. Me, my mom, my sister went. It was also many people there older than us. It was some folks who sat on our road a little bit down. A few old black ladies. Ain't had not one kid with them. It was a teenager with them, but they had no kids. Okay, there was some babies in there too. My point is, you do not have to feel the need to bring kids with you to see this. You know, the story is the story. You're just seeing it live action. And this movie was great. And we got to say congratulations to her because, again, the movie made $117 million so far. And they were saying that as of like Sunday or maybe early Monday. So I'm pretty sure by now it's made more money. I'm pretty sure the next weekend it'll make more money. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. I did see them fools around there fighting. But YouTube's funny about fighting stuff. So I'm trying to keep my distance, not do it. I seen them fools fighting, and before they said where they were, I seen them fools in Florida. Them fools in Florida. And if you don't know how to act in public around other people's kids, keep your ass at home. Period. Period. Okay? If you don't know how to act in public around children, keep your ass at home. Because y'all up and fussing for what? I'm like, what? If you don't sit your ass down and be quiet and play and let the thing play. Oh, fools around here being crazy. Keep your ass at home if you don't know how to act in public. If you ain't never been no damn where and you ain't and you want to fight somebody, stay at home. Also, congratulations, confetti. Luke James and somebody named Sonny is having a baby. I said, Luke James got a baby on the way. I said, Lord Jesus, what? Who he got knocked up? I said, who was, first of all, I didn't know he had a girlfriend, or I didn't know he was dating somebody. And I don't know, they may not be, I don't know. Because these days, folks get pregnant and we don't know nothing. They just be together and humping, and they ain't no couple for real. It's birthing humans, okay? But Luke James and the woman pregnant with a child, a baby boy, Lil Wolf. I'm assuming they ain't gonna be Wolf James, okay? Her name is Sunny Lewis. Baby shower galore. Okay, Sunny and Luke's baby shower, and whatever. I said congratulations. Now I went looking for Sunny because I'm like, who is she? Do we know her? Do we know who she is? Okay, and it was like, no, we don't know who she is, but they both like to eat cake and you know, booty bounce. That's how she got pregnant. Okay. It's just, you know, it's a congratulations confetti. Okay. Babies are a blessing. Okay. The parents to be, they both seem happy, but everybody seems happy, you know what I'm saying? But they are over the moon, as it says. So congratulations, confetti round here. He up in break dancing and shit, having a good time at the shower. Okay. Having a good time around there. So congratulations to them. I was like, I had no idea. But I like the fact that he was having, because, you know, most of the time, first of all, the baby foot is pushing out. Like, I want to get out. I want to get out. So many times you do not see the fathers around there having a good time. It's cool. Yes, he played Eddie Murphy. He played Johnny Gill in the audition movie. He was also on Star. He's played in a lot of stuff. Luke James, he's the singer. He's also an actor. But I'm like, that's one of my husbands. Y'all know I have a lot of husbands. He's one of them. And now he's somebody's, you know, he's somebody's daddy. He's always been somebody's daddy. I said, however, he's somebody's daddy, not for real, for real. So congratulations, confetti to Luke James and that lady who we don't know. Because I was like, I did not know he had a, you know, he was with something. So for, oh, well, thank God he was a black woman. I'm like, first of all, thank God well, hopefully he happy. That should be step one. Okay. Speaking of steps, I don't know why people be putting their business out here. So Akbar V decided to post her feet. I don't know why. I feel like people have things wrong with them. People have different ailments. People's bodies do different things. And Akbar V, the ring finger on her toes Oh yes, he's also on the Shy. He's on the Shy. Yes. Akbar V decided to show her feet. The only reason I'm even bringing this up is because she was talking about how she used to be ashamed of her feet, but God made her feet that way, and so she don't want to change it. I said, but Akbar V, God made your body and you ain't got surgery. So I wonder who gets surgery on their whole body. Who go get surgery on their whole body? And then after all the surgery on their whole body, post a picture of how, because her feet are her feet, whatever. That, like, she was born and there's other people who told look like that. You know what I'm saying? My issue was her saying verbatim, God made me that way. Matter of fact, let me audio.
With every pretty girl. So this is what's wrong with me. It's that little motherfucker right there didn't grow out. I don't really be tripping because the doctor said they can fix it, but I don't want it fixed because at the end of the day, God made me like this and I don't want to change it. Every nigga every day that they love him. Okay, tonight I decided to show my feet. That little motherfucker by that pinky always gave me a hard time. And I was asking God, I was like, God, why you make my feet like this? You know, they say something wrong with every pretty girl. So this is what's wrong with me. It's that little motherfucker right there didn't grow out. I don't really be tripping because the doctor said they can fix it, but I don't want it fixed because at the end of the day, God made me like this and I don't want to change it. Every nigga every day that they love him.
I said, ma'am, you can't say that. Because God made your body in general. And you had surgery and changed it all. I think if she would just, like, just show your feet and say they're your feet. That's it. They're my feet. Yep, they're my feet. And that's it. But it was the, I'm not going to change nothing about because God made me this way. Girl. Okay. Now, she also said, since posting her feet, other folks whose feet look like that. And what it means is when they was born, they one of their toes just never stops, never finished growing. It's the same thing as some folks who have a fifth finger, like, you know, a part of your body is, you know, it does not compute, or whatever. But you can't come on and say that you're not gonna do it because you're not gonna change it because you already changed stuff already. Now, folks kept teasing her saying that's why she walked funny. That's why she walked wobbly because her feet ain't balanced because she got her toes. I was like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Now, post your feet. I don't leave them be, but don't be saying I ain't gonna. Girl, you didn't have surgery on everything else. You had a full BBL, a full BBL. Okay, and I don't want, girl, leave me be. Anyway, some more foolishness I wanted to discuss. Okay, around here, I saw this and I said, the fuck. I think people are stupid. People is dumb. Okay, a former Atlanta police officer wore his uniform to be a lookout during a robbery. Okay, they robbed some rapper dude named Bankroll Freddie. Okay, and this fool, who was an actual police officer, like a real life Atlanta police officer, wore his cop uniform to be the lookout during a robbery. I said, oh, you was dumb. You dumb. You stupid. That's silly. Okay? Now, his name is Justin McHale. No, Justin McHale Thorne. He was sentenced to 10 years after pleading guilty in his role in robbing the Arkansas rapper Bankroll Freddie. Now, the gotcha is, they say before the robbery, he was in some store. This is Bankroll Freddie in some store. And the cashier is saying, is that money in your pocket? It was the older lady. Is that real money? Man, somebody might rob you. And his response was, people know who to play with. I say, so they played with you. The fact that before you got robbed, he was at the hotel. And she told him, that's real in your pocket? He like, yeah. Again, dumb rappers running around here with money out their pocket. I said, that's stupid. And she said, they're going to rob you. And sure enough, he was in Atlanta. Okay? He was in Atlanta. And sure enough, these fools round, this fool in his, this fool is in his cop uniform on camera. Gun, holster, badge. We have to stop being stupid in life. And he now those are two now because he got robbed in the hotel. These are fools that robbed him because the police dude, okay, Justin McKell Thorne, he was just a lookout outside, but he was in his cop uniform, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. It happened back in October of 2019 at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Cobb County. And the cop dude was a lookout, wearing his Atlanta Police Department uniform, gun, and badge. I'm like, you done had no ninja outfit? Not none? You done have, first of all, y'all look too conspicuous. Why not be in all black? Why are you in your cop uniform? For what? Okay, for what? Party. Just stupid. Just dumb. So he was a lookout in his whole cop uniform. They said 2 weeks before the robbery, the scheme and the scam of it all, he had resigned from the department because it was an internal investigation about him allegedly taking money from people with suspects. It was an IA investigation, internal affairs investigation, about him allegedly taking money from a suspect to make an outstanding warrant disappear. I'm like, oh, is that embezzlement? If you're a cop and you take money, if somebody pay you to make a warrant go away, is that embezzlement? Because they were supposed to pay to the police department. Is that an embezzlement? I just wonder. Okay, so because he was under investigation, he resigned. He told the people they were threatening me. You know, I participated in the robbery as a cop in my cop uniform because they threatened my family. You know, they don't know who they is. He never said who is they. Mr. Brown, who is they? Kareem Akbar, the light-skinned nigga from the bank. Okay, who is they? They don't know who they is. He never told them who they was. So let me get straight. People threaten your family. You don't know who. Would you help rob somebody? Got caught with your own cop uniform. Just stupid. Just dumb. Don't be doing stuff in your cop uniform. That's stupid. Jalen Banks. Now I was not I'm sucking on toes. Lord Jesus. Jalen Banks and Fallon. I was going to be reviewing Couples Retreat. I watched episode 1, maybe episode 2. I fell off reviewing it. But I did see the scene where he was saying that I did not realize Jalen was only 23. Fallon is 34. So she is 11 years older than him. Okay. Jalen was on the show and talking and counseling. He said how at 23 years old, being responsible for a whole household, 7 people, it's a lot for me. He was taking care of Fallon, her 3 children, plus their 1 child, so 4 children, plus her sisters, 2 of her sisters. And I said, what? So I feel like there is a lot for someone who's 23 years old to be doing. But he felt like once the show aired, he said that because him and Fallon are not together no more. They broke up. He felt like folks was coming for Fallon. So he said, look, let me defend my baby mama, the mother of my child. Okay. He said, I don't really indulge reacting to the comments, but let me clear a few things up. Fallon has her own money, and I also have my own money. I know exactly what responsibilities I took on when me and Fallon got together. The problem was I have a kind heart, and I can never say no to anyone. So when her mother reached out about her two youngest daughters moving in, I immediately said yes. Fallon said no and told me I was making a mistake. I said, well, sir, yes, you are. You are, Blanche. He also said, although I love her sisters like they're my own, I put too much on my plate, more than I can handle, which is my fault, and which led me into disconnecting mentally in our relationship. Because he said that was an issue for him. He disconnected. He won't say why. On the retreat, I learned something about myself, which is learning how to set boundaries, learning how to say no. He then said another thing. Fallon did help with some bills. It was me who would tell her no because I believe that men should take care of bills. But one thing for sure, wherever I lacked, Fallon did pick up. Fallon is the mother of my child. I would not sit here and let the media make her out to be this person that she is not, together or not. I am 10 toes down about that woman right there. I said, oh, okay. Now, I want to say this. I think people were saying, oh, Fallon had Simon, who was the money person that can do this, that, or the other. She then got Jalen and thought Jalen would do the same, even if he don't have Simon type money. I feel like the same, because I don't want to be like rude or use a bad example. I feel like the same way, I want to use Safari and Erica as an example. Meaning, it's fun when y'all having fun together. And then somebody get pregnant. You know, and then real life happens. Because it's a whole life coming out of vagina. So I feel like it was all fun until he had to literally be responsible for a whole household of people. For a while. What I respect is him saying, it wasn't as if Fallon was forcing me to be the money person. I wanted to be that. But he now knows I did too much. I did too much. Fallon needs somebody her own age. She needs somebody who understands what her life entails and how they can't just disconnect. Because at 23, you can't see. You know what? I don't want to do no more. I think I'm gonna leave you be. We need to break up. At 23, whatever. Fallon needs somebody who understands. She has 4 children, a couple baby daddies. She has her own money, but to come in as a man in her life, you're gonna have to put. It's a lot going on there. I feel like Jalen thought he could, because a lot of men think at 23 I can do this and that and this and that, and you try to do it and it's like my shoulders ain't strong enough to hold up this weight, so I'm happy they found this out earlier on versus them being together for, let's say, 10 years and then it's all bad. Okay, but I commend him for trying to stick up for Fallon to say, hey, she ain't no like gold digger. You know what I'm saying? I said 10 toes down. Anyway, I need y'all to do a favor for me. And what y'all think it is? What y'all think I'm going to ask y'all to do? Like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay? Let's go on to the actual topics I have on my thing. Okay? Y'all know the Renaissance tour is around here running. Okay? Beyonce is full-fledged into the tour, having a good old time. Okay? Blue Ivy, who is 11 years old, for the past couple days, has been on stage dancing with the dancers, having a good old time. And for some reason, these tackhead ass people is up here talking cash shit about a kid. Now, I feel like, do y'all not know she's 11? Why she don't look happy? What? First of all, Blue Ivy ain't no smiley, happy-go-lucky kid. Like, she seemed to always be on chill. That don't mean that girl ain't happy, but why y'all Ryan? Fuck with that lady, okay? So Beyonce had posted some pictures and stuff from the tour. Okay, we're gonna look at that and we're gonna also see Blue Ivy. I don't understand why anybody is up here critiquing a 11-year-old kid. I agree. She wore shades to hide her eyes, and it also means she's not having to like look anybody in the face. She can when you have on shades, you can be look. Can't nobody see what you're thinking. No one. And also, she has never performed in front of 80,000 people before. Blue Ivy may be the daughter of two powerhouse superstars, but she's still a child. However, we've seen her before with her mom practicing doing the dance steps or whatever. I feel like, okay, Blue, come on out and do a little something. You can tell she's been practicing with the crew. She don't have to dance full out. Why? Because she's a child. So when I was seeing folks say how, oh, she not dancing hard, she ain't dancing full out. She not no paid dancer. She Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter. She ain't out there. She's not out there to really be, getting it down. Which like that ain't what it is. Now Beyonce did post a day ago. My beautiful firstborn. I'm so proud and thankful to be your mama. You bring us some joy, my sweet angel. A lot of people can't do what she doing. Period. A lot of folk cannot do what she doing at all. And she looked like she's 11 years old having fun with her mama. I don't like these tackhead ass. These tackhead ass people up here messing with that little girl. And first of all, Beyonce out here sang her ass off. Okay, because folks are complaining that Beyonce ain't dancing enough. But she's singing the house down every night. She changed her show up because one, she's a little bit older now. Okay, she may not want to be right doing a full out dance, on stage every night. She's like, I'ma chill out. Blue round here acting like an 11-year-old dancing. She's dancing with the dancers. She's owning the stage, having a good time. Okay, I don't want to play any footage because I don't want to get flagged. But like, let me see. Let me hashtag Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy. I feel like it should come up easier if I just do Blue Ivy. I did. But I feel like let's not act like, she not 11. Okay? Don't act like she ain't getting it. She may not be a full out energy dancer, but she doing an amazing. It's a vibe, it's a swag. And anyone acting like it's anything other than that, you can kiss my ass. You hear me? Her mama proud of her. And that's what matters. That is what matters. That she having a good time dancing with her mama across the seas. Across over there. Not here, she over there. She's 11. 11. So if y'all see anybody talking cash shit about Blue Ivy, tell them I said, shut up. Okay? Shut up. You can't be around here messing with folks' children. Oh, heifers. Anyway. I love to see it though. I feel like Beyonce's allowing Blue to step out a little bit in the spotlight. Just a little bit. Not a lot bit. A little bit. And have some fun. You know? Anyway. They talk about Beyonce her first performance. Oh, she not dancing. I'm like, give us some time. Stop being if you can't get up and sing how Beyonce sing and dance how y'all want her to dance, then hush it on up. Hush it on up, old bastards. Anyway, right? Blue has won a Grammy. Blue has won a Grammy, and she's currently on stage performing with Beyonce. I love allowing kids to have black joy. That little girl having fun. And I'm assuming she don't really have access to social media to see the foolish shit folks saying. And I hope Blue does it for as long as she wants to. Okay? Now, next up, arrested. I was like, girl, what? Now look, I know a lot of folks don't like Danileigh. That is the baby mama who has done some questionable things in the past. I thought she was on a good path. Okay, but we all know it was Memorial Day weekend. And some folk around here be doing too much on holidays, getting all drunk and stuff. And I feel like this. If you want to drink, I don't mind you drinking, but you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. So Danileigh, she also is an artist. She also was like credited as a choreographer on Beyonce's Renaissance tour. Well, she was around here partying, and they said that Dani struck somebody. I had to put my notes up. She struck somebody who was on a motorized scooter. Where is your scooter? Anyway, she was driving around late last night. And while driving around, she hit somebody on a motorcycle scooter. Okay. Once she hit the person, the scooter was dragged down the street for about a block before the cop was able to stop her because she was drunk. Literally out here drunk driving. So, I don't think the police said she kept saying she hit nobody, meaning she did not even realize that she hit someone. Okay, I'm like, girl, fix it. Now, she was arrested. She was booked on 3 felony charges. Okay, she got one for driving under the influence of DUI, leaving the scene of a crime, because once she hit the car and kept going, that's considered a hit and run. Even if you don't realize you hit something, if you run, it's illegal. Okay, so the leaving the scene of a crash was serious bodily injury, hit and run. Okay, and then damage the property. Now, she was arrested last night. She's already been released on bond for $9,500. I said, that's it? I thought DUIs had like higher, bond rates. But she was again released on $9,500 bond. Now, they said the man she hit, the unnamed victim, sustained 9 life-threatening injuries, including a spinal fracture and a kidney laceration. He was transported to Miami Hospital. Now, when I first heard, I'm like a spinal fracture, I had to think, it sounds horrible, but a spinal fracture could just be a little back pain, okay? But because they said it was non-life-threatening, it sounds like he may have been, treated and then sent home. It does not sound like he was kept there. So I'm like, thank God she didn't, like he was like, dead. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, ma'am, I know no one should be around here drinking and driving. No one. No one. Period. I don't care who you is. You should not be around here drinking. And I told y'all the last time, matter of fact, the last time I got drunk and drove was, I think, like today, but all them years ago. Because this morning, I was looking, because the dress I wore to work this morning, I bought it 8 years ago, so I seen that. But when I was scrolling through my, on this day or whatever, like, it may be like 9 years ago, I went out with my friends, honey, and got very drunk. Very drunk, and drove home. And I had to call my mom on the way home because that's how drunk I was. I'm going to show y'all the picture of my drunk self. Like, I made it home. Because, take it off and take this off. Okay? This, you see, 9 years ago today, I made it home. I was so drunk. I was so drunk. I threw up in my yard. It was bad. Okay? Me and my coworkers went to the bar. The drinks were flowing. I didn't eat that day. It was crazy. I remember, because I've never gotten so drunk that I threw up. I remember this shit. I remember it, and we had too many drinks. You see this blurry shit right here? That was how drunk we were. I made it home by the grace of God because I have a praying mother. We were so drunk. I'm just saying. So that's the last time I have ever drank and drove. And thank God, yeah, I did a whole story time. Crazy. The difference is I knew. I was like, girl, you should bye. I am drunk. I'm driving slow. I was aware I was drunk. And I was trying to make sure someone else knew I was drunk as I slowly drove home all the way down from downtown Detroit. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I didn't hit anybody, and nothing happened. But even I was like, you can't be doing that, Jaylee. You can't be doing that. Now, it was a person in the car with her. The person in the car with her was also drunk. Just like the day I got drunk, all of us drove home drunk. All of us. We all made it home, thank God. Okay. But the passenger in her car was also drunk and was detained too. The police searched the car, and they found an empty bottle of 1942 Don Julio tequila. Tequila. I'm like, for what? Yeah, Facebook is so rude. What? mean? Before I, because I'm trying my best. Okay, it's a troll. Hold on. I like trolls. I love trolls. I do. You know, I do. Oh, look, you was finna catch it. I'm like, what? Cause they be playing with me. I don't know. So I'm glad you clarified. I didn't eat that day, and trust me, I'm a drinker. I know I'm supposed to eat food. So I did the whole story time. We went. It was a new bar in downtown Detroit, and the bar was supposed to have food. So we didn't. I was about to go. I love y'all. I was caught it, okay? But that's why I wait. I wait. I give folks a chance because sometimes it's lost in translation. And my mind sometimes gone. However, that night, the bar we went to was a new bar in downtown Detroit. And none of us ate because the bar was supposed to have food. When we got there, their kitchen was closed. The kitchen wasn't open that day. And we had already started drinking before we knew wasn't no food. sorrows, prayers. Oh, Lord Jesus. Um, but that's why I wait. I wait. I stopped going in so fast. I'm like, is she calling me? What is she saying? What is happening? You trying to fat shame me? Y'all see my body. I'm saying, I love you, okay? But no, you have to spell correctly. But no, that bar, the kitchen was closed, but we didn't know that until we was like probably 4 drinks in. And we were waiting. We kept on saying, what a menu. And they're like, nah, like the kitchen closed today. We like, what? We'd already been drinking. And they made strong drinks. It wasn't as if we went there and had like 100 drinks. We probably had, I have 100. I had a good 6 drinks, but they were strong drinks. I had already had 4 before I knew. And once the liquor is in my system and I'm just feeling good, I just keep going. And because I've never gotten, it was bad. However, I was fully aware by the grace of God. I got a prayer mother. I'm sure my mom was like, oh God, please don't let my daughter go off because she's been in the good, you know what I'm saying? And I never want to go off on anybody over a miscommunication. But y'all know sometimes folks be fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I catch it and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, was it Deidre? I see you. We here. We together. Okay. But again, when I was drunk and drove that day, I was aware of everything. I had the windows down. I stopped and got food because I needed food. I was like, I couldn't sleep in the drive-thru. So, but I was fully aware that I was drunk. I feel like from what they said about Dani, she did not even acknowledge that she was drunk. She did not really know she did the test thing, whatever. She was 2 times the legal limit drinking. So I might have been that drunk too, but I was smart enough to drive real slow and get to where I was going. She wasn't at all. It wasn't 6 big drinks. It was like little martinis, you know. like 6 like martinis, and whatnot. So Dani, girl, get it together. Fully get it together. Okay? Because if not, it's like you get your jail. And I don't think she has enough money. Like the person gonna probably sue for sure. But I feel like Dani don't have no life changing amount of money. But I think she signed to some label. I can't think of who it is. So she might get some money from them. Okay. Anyway, she's arrested. Deadbeat daddy. Okay. Flo Rida, who like them apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. He is now being, he's y'all know his son who was 6 years old fell 5 stories. Boom. Flo Rida, 6-year-old son, I think it's so hard dealer, who he had with the lady right there, Alexis Adams, fell 5 stories from a Jersey City apartment window. Okay. That happened earlier this year. Little boy fell, you know what I'm saying, and had to be like in a full body cast because he fell out the fucking window 5 stories. Now, when I first heard this story, I was like, why is he even having to be forced to pay anything? I'm like, why is he not just paying the shit? Now, I remember when lady first got pregnant or whatever and had the baby, he was denying that baby. They had to have the DNA test or whatever. The baby was around 2 when they found out, when they had the DNA test, and yes, it was a child. Him and Alexis, was messing around. They weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, but it was banging. Okay, and I feel like if you are grown enough to bang somebody with no protection or whatever, if you are open enough to be openly having sex with multiple people, if said person get pregnant, take a DNA test. The fact that the test took like 20 months after the kid was born, when he was almost 2, when the test came back positive, it's your baby. That's back to 2. He's 6 years old now. And deadbeat Flo Rida don't really have no kind of relationship with that kid. And when the kid fell out, because the child is special needs, okay? But when the child fell out the window, the fact that he did not say, you know what, because I'm rich, let me just take care of shit. No, the mama had to take this fool to court while the baby round in the hospital with a full body cast and all these, he's lucky that he survived the fall with just like broken bones and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a long road to recovery, but the fact that Flo Rida had to even be taken to court, to me, proves he's a deadbeat. A piece of shit. You hear me? Now, the courts required him to pay $14,000 per month in child support, $2,200 a month for health insurance, because again, he's gonna need a lot of stuff. And then he has to create a $300,000 escrow account each year, meaning each year by September he has to put $300,000 in the escrow account for the kid. I think the kid is 18. He also has to pay the mama a one-time fee of $180,000 because of expenses the kid already has. It's like with school or whatever like that. Now, when the lawyer said, Flo Rida would love to arrange monthly visits with his monthly, not weekly, monthly. I hope you want to see him, every weekend, just to start out. Now, out of the money, it's roughly about $500,000 a year that she'll get for the child, but $300,000 of that she don't get, that goes into an escrow account for the kid. So she getting probably $200,000 a year. Now y'all do know Flo Rida won that settlement for $82 million. The fact that he just won a settlement of $82 million, and he up here fussing about paying that lady scraps for a child who fell out the fucking window. And when it happened, he posted on social media saying, you know, I'm so happy he's alive, you know, and we're so thankful for your concerns, but this is a private matter. No, you want to privately be a deadbeat. You would be better off, because if you don't want to be a father, cool, but take care of that kid financially. You was begging the boy mama. I bet not never hear nobody putting Flo Rida on their goddamn concert tickets. And we don't want to see him. No. He's a piece of shit. Because anybody who knows that's their child, there's photos of him with the mama. So y'all was messing around. It's your kid. Even if you feel like she did it for a cash grab, well, nigga, wear a condom. If you don't want anybody to cash grab your money, wear a condom and do not be around here recklessly fucking people who you do not want to procreate with. Okay, if you knock me up, guess what? I'm knocked up. Because if you felt like I was a money grabbing person, why are you fucking me wrong? You have enough money to pay for that child to never need you. You can pay for her to never need to ask you for nothing. He made me so mad. Next up, T.I. now. So y'all know T.I. and Tiny was suing a toy company because they said they took the likeness of the OMG Girlz and it was unfair. Okay, now the LOL dolls. T.I. and Tiny, we all know. My nose is around. We all know about the OMG Girlz. That was Reginae was in that group, but then she left. Zanique and then two of the little girls. So they were a little group. Okay, I was not a fan because I was too old, but I know who they are. When I seen these little toys, the little LOL dolls, I thought those so cute. I did not see them and thought about Tiny in them group. But I can understand if you see them say, wait, you know, it do look like the girls. But I also feel like, I mean, people, like, it could also be a baby Nicki Minaj. You know, it can also be a black version of Cyndi Lauper. You know, so it can be things. It can be things. However, they were suing for $100 million based on how much money the company has made selling the toys. Now, I said $100 million. Can I get some of that money? Can I get some of it? I want a part of the $100 million. So when I first see, I was like, that's a lot of money. You hear me? However, they lost the suit. Okay. They lost. They were suing the LOL surprise doll maker MGA Entertainment. They accused them of improperly using the likeness of the OMG Girlz, which they started back in 2019. Was it 2019? No, it wasn't. No, the dolls started in 2019. OMG Girl started I think in 2009. But the toy company started making the dolls in 2019. Now, this is the lesson in protecting your brand, because they said the jury found that the Harris and the OMG Girlz abandoned their trademark in 2018, and that's how MGA won. The jury decision signifies they could not prevent MGA from marketing from the dolls, because you can't sue and say we use your likeness if you don't own the trademark for OMG Girlz, because y'all abandoned, because the group broke up. And once the group broke up, it seems nobody, said, hey, let's be sure to keep up with the trademark. Now, while the dolls that Tiny and them put up, that you can't see, black version of black version, I'm saying, thanks for super chat. If you know Cyndi Lauper, she dressed colorful and weird and shit back, you know what I'm saying? Well, it was West. So if you have a trademark for your brand, for your style, you keep up with that, even if you're not using it. And the fact that they let it, because you a trademark, you have time in between to refresh it. If you let it lapse, somebody else can get it. Now, those dolls, they kept showing those 3 dolls right there. Those do remind, okay, that's it. It looked like that. But if you look at all of the LOL dolls, it's a whole bunch of them. It's not just the ones that look like them girls. I feel like it's all different kind of dolls. So I also feel like the reason they could have lost is because the dolls look differently. Some of them are very colorful, but it's just different. And even if they got the idea to make them more colorful based on the OMG Girlz, y'all abandoned the trademark. You can't abandon your trademark. You have in between years 5 and 6 to refresh. The word ain't refresh. I think between years 5 and 6, and then between 9 and 10, and then after 10 years is yours. However, I feel like they lost on 2. They lost because the trademark had expired. They abandoned the trademark. That was one thing. But separately, I feel like also because it's not as if all their dolls look like the OMG Girlz. This is Nicki Minaj. That's Nicki Minaj. That's a young what's like the Dalmatian lady, Cruella DeVille. I feel like because there's so many different kind of dolls, it probably was hard to prove that the full inspiration came from the OMG Girlz. I feel like, again, the pictures they submitted, that these right here, those do remind me. Okay, we could say yes, those were OMG. Okay, cool. But the LO, and I'm not trying to. I wanted Chad and them to win. Truthfully, I did. But I felt like because it's so many other. They was smart enough to know we can't just do dolls that look like the OMG people. No, ma'am, wrong button. We have to do stuff, that can be whatever. And I think that was how they lost. Because who was that? Is that a little black pink? That a black pink? I don't know. But right. And first of all, I kept thinking LOL was the Bratz dolls. I didn't realize it was 2 different things. However, when you have a brand, you have to be sure that your brand, and it's not as if you don't have time to catch it. Okay, if it was abandoned in 2018, that means it probably ended around 2017. They didn't renew it, and they said, okay, well, now it's ended. But you have to fully be sure to protect your brand. And had they had the trademark for OMG Girlz, they could have then said, okay, that's a bit, because it's the name and there's the likeness. Summer Walker. So, Lord Jesus. Okay, but again, that's the thing about, hey, protect your brand. Protect your brand. Okay? So, so they lost. Yeah. Meg the Stallion got a new man at home. Meg's got a man at home. And they party. Now, we kept seeing, first I saw Meg got a dude, Meg dating somebody, and blah, 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 blah. And what I had seen was just the, let's switch over. I had just saw a clip of a wedding, and I was like, but how they know that's her boyfriend? Because she's sitting next to somebody at a wedding. She could just be sitting because they two single people, and usually single people, are sat next to each other at a wedding. Okay, and I said maybe I want to get that man because I picked a random picture, and I just realized that ain't what it ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's him. I don't think he's bad looking. That may be all picture. However, he is an overseas. He plays soccer. What they call it football over there. We call it soccer. He's a soccer player over there. Okay. The booty is bootying. But he over there with her. This is the crazy part. When I kept seeing the photos, I'm like, where they get it from? I want to show y'all the video of how they got it. Was in the Daily Mail. I want to show y'all how they got
when I launched my business on Amazon.
The footage of them holding hands. Just the sheer amount of
60% of products sold come from India.
The sheer thought of how they get look at this shit. Look how close it looked like they are recording the people's, because they were at a wedding. They were at like a player's wedding or whatever. But I want y'all to see how far away they were getting this footage. Okay, look at it. Watch the fucking camera lens back away. This is how you know the paparazzi ain't to be played with. Look, they ain't nowhere near. They across the pond. This is how far away they were from Meg and that man, and was getting the footage from way back there. So when we see stuff and we know they have that the lens from way away, her and Party broke up. Her and Party. That's why we ain't seen her post that man in a minute. Her and Party broke up. Creeping in the bushes, creeping because all the stuff is from behind. Because the man, is her hair, her body, and they have no idea they're being filmed from behind. Because none of it is really of Meg's face. But we know their body, her dress, and her face, and her hair. Okay, and that's the man she with. And it's also the man they saw her sitting next to, because I first only saw the footage of her sitting at the. I'm like, I gotta see where it came from. So to see how they had the lens, okay, what's it called? Telescope. The telescope lens, whatever it's called, from far away. Okay, and I'm like, y'all up here stalking people. Okay, up here stalking people. I got here.
Did you know?
I'm just like, y'all ain't shh. Y'all ain't shh. Because y'all caught them from behind, literally, and then just took still shots. And, so they put up here how Meg was at a game a couple weeks at April 30th. And because he play over there. And so they then have them, it's at his teammate it's his teammate's wedding over there in Italy. And you think you safe over there maxing and relaxing because you don't see no photographer nowhere around, and come to find out the fucking photographer is behind you stalking. Okay, catching the hand. Now this is because even when we saw Megan Good with Jonathan Maiden, I said that could be friendly hand holder. I don't know. This right here is canoodling. Okay, this, and usually you don't bring just anybody to your friend's wedding and be hand holding. They felt like they were comfortable on a date. They like each other. We spending time together, and because you're over there in Italy, and not to say Meg ain't big somewhere else, but I'm like Meg not a big deal like that at the soccer player's wedding. And I feel like because of the soccer player, they was just trying to get photographs and footage, and caught Meg with her new man friend. Okay, her new man friend. Okay. First of all, the flash, I'm like, we can see at least she wore panties. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, and they just snapping from her, and she has no idea she's being photographed from across the way. She look good though. Mama needs some rest. She's been through a lot. So she look good. But they over there just minding the business that pays them, and don't know they round here watching with the lens across the pond. Because look, nobody's really paying them any attention. Because what's the fucking wedding? It's a wedding. It's a sock. Now that's his ex girl. That's his ex. Him and that lady broke up. They were together for like 5 years. They broke up. They ain't together no more. So he's recently single. Meg is recently single. Okay, and they round here, and he's a big time soccer player over there. Okay, but her and Party broke up. So I feel like Meg has been through a lot. I also feel like her and Party maybe broke up because a lot was going on. You know what I'm saying? Her headspace probably was not the best about what she was going through. We just want her to have a good old time. Okay? A good old time. Meg's got a man at home. Over there in Italy. Okay, lastly, let's get to the bullshit of the housewives and them. The housewives and them. The housewives and them. I'm over dancing. Anyway, y'all, I need y'all to take one little second. Y'all take one little second and do what? Take one little second and like the video. Did y'all know liking is the thing to do? So, y'all know what the main event is always last. Now look, I have told y'all already, I don't like Marlo. Can't stand Marlo. Okay, that's why she sit up there in the dunce camp. Okay, because she's dummy. Okay. Marlo is insane. Marlo is dangerous. Okay, Marlo needs to get out my face. Okay, and I like the fact that all the housewives in one way or the other were, checking her on Twitter. Okay, and we're gonna discuss. Now, Kandi also did this. We'll discuss that last. First of all, I can't remember which order I have my stuff in. So if I put up something and read it, let it be. Okay. Marlo on this last episode of Housewives of Atlanta. Well, no, Marlo in general this season has been a shit show. And we're only like 4 episodes in, if that. I said on my review yesterday, I said Kandi needs to put Marlo in the same boat she has Phaedra. I said that literally yesterday. I said because Marlo is doing the same thing, even in a different way. Because the same way that Phaedra tried to have that rumor about Kandi trying to, you know what I'm saying, give people some pills, some candy pills, whatever. Marlo is doing the same thing by trying to make it seem as if Kandi is attached to violence in Atlanta. Shootings just as fine. Like it's the same thing. You can ruin someone's business because people get there and say, well, I don't want to work with Kandi because Kandi, keep getting shot at. And that ain't even true. I feel like Atlanta fans need to boycott the show. And by boycott, I mean bombard Andy and Bravo with complaints about Marlo. Like, we need to, if we have to not watch to give them bad ratings and say it's because of Marlo, so we'll get rid of her, we need to do that, okay? Marlo is the worst of the worst because she's doing it to be on the show. She's doing it because she thinks it's the thing to do. And when you reward bad behavior, they just get worse. So let's see what I have. I don't remember. So Kenya was speaking up as well because I put up how Kenya and Kandi were calling out production. So Kenya in this part was saying how because I said on my review, I was like, when they show Kenya saying how he gonna bed, and I'm like, I can't believe Kenya out here telling folk that she fucking that man Roy. And I didn't mean that as in she should not be able to live a life and have sex and move on. I'm like, I cannot believe she was admitting to having sex with somebody when that ain't usually what she do. I thought that was weird. And she said when someone brought up not Kenya confirming she slept with Roy, she said, I didn't. We were speaking about my ex, shady producers. Meaning the producers make it seem like I admitted to banging him and I did not. Okay? I did not. So producers, stop being messy. I don't know why they're producing too much. You should never produce so much that you're producing lies. That's stupid. Okay? Also, Kenya Moore and Drew speaking on punk ass Marlo. When Jay's reality blog said Marlo still yelling at and begging after Kenya said Brooklyn is in here. What the fuck? And Kenya said gutter behavior. Gutter behavior. Okay, no respect for my child or herself and over what? And that's the gotcha. When someone says my child is in here and you say I don't care and you keep kicking and yelling and screaming, which can traumatize a 3-year-old child. She's 3 or 4. I don't know. My point is, when kids don't understand adults' arguments or whatever, so any child being woken up out their sleep to somebody kicking and yelling and screaming on the door can traumatize them. Okay? So as Kenya said, gutter snipe behavior. Get her the f out of here. Even Drew, Kenya demanding Kenya to kick her daughter out the room. Really, same Monty, different day. Not surprised. True Marlo fashion today. Today drained me. Today it drained me. Okay, it's just more of the bull of the shit. Okay, now Kenya also replying to someone saying, "I'm so tired of Marlo. Why bring it up now?" just to have an extra problem with Kandi. Because again, Marlo keeps bringing up Kandi ain't did this and Kandi ain't did that. And Kandi's the reason my nephew there. All this bullshit. So Kenya said, worst housewife ever. Everything is made up to keep her left over peach. Because let's call a spade a spade. The only reason Marlo got a peach is because production could not get anybody last minute. Period. Because that's when Portia left, Cynthia left, and they could not get. That's how Sheree came back and how Marlo got a peach. It was literally a leftover peach that they had to get somebody to get. Marlo did not get a peach because they wanted her to have a peach. Marlo did not get a peach because she earned a peach. It took her 14 seasons to get a leftover peach. Look, everything is either Kandi's fault or we blame Rock Nation. This is one of the two. Or something. It's the bullshit that Todd made to bring us the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Marlo got a peach by default. Period. So Kenya's saying, she's trying to keep her leftover peach is facts. All up and through. Now, punk ass Marlo was around here talking to. Because when someone said Marlo wants to get her record expunged so she could get a gun, and she's mad at Kandi because she didn't help her do that, even I can't stand behind this. And Marlo replied to that to Daily Bravo and said, here y'all go, don't twist the narrative. No, ma'am, that's what you said. That's what the fuck you said. She said, I was explaining how a new friend was doing me a favor in comparison to Kandi, a friend of 15 plus years, who has only done for me when it benefited her. Kandi ain't no damn lawyer. I know she can't get my response. Come on now. But you said it, bitch. You said it. You said it. And you up and claiming Courtney as a friend. Courtney ain't shit. Courtney will not be back next season. I can guarantee you she will not. Because you her only friend. And we don't like you. The only reason Courtney is even on this season is because she's friends with Sheree. And she had that dust up with Kandi. That's it. She also brought up, Marlo did, as far as the WeTV show Atlanta, or shall I say the concept, it didn't have legs until I signed on to be a part of the project. Nothing was created for me. They were pitching a TV show about fashion in Atlanta and couldn't get it off the ground without Marlo. Girl, lies you tell. Now, I have a couple pieces of Kandi's her speak on it. Now, this is her speaking on Marlo looking for her to get her record expunged. Okay, now y'all know how to speed up the voice. It's on speed. So I need y'all to pay attention.
Can somebody explain to me why she's sitting on there talking about I was supposed to help her get a permit? It's my fault now that Marlo can't get her record expunged.
Kandi who says she's worldwide and she helps the world.
Why is she?
You've never helped me get my charges expunged.
The audacity of this woman to go around and say I never tried to help her. It's ridiculous to me. Like, I've actually helped this woman or tried to help her get to the real bag. Like, I literally have helped her get her on the show, which she fucked up. Not me. Shit, you should have used that money from that show that you would have had if you would have done it. Or lawyer, especially if you saying I never helped you. Girl, I helped you when nobody was even checking for you, when you got put off the show. Like, girl, I was for you when it counted.
So why do you think that everything in her life, present and in the past, like it's kind of like, I want to say she would blame you for foster care if she could.
Why is everything my fault? I don't know. I'm confused, y'all. Why is everything my fault all of a sudden? I mean, half the time that Marlo's been on this show, she used to talk crap and talk crazy to everybody about me. Even though coming into this, she knew me before all of them.
I mean, I did know her before, but honestly, I did not know her to be like that.
She came on this show from the time she started way back, how many seasons ago, against me. But yet, In this day and age, she's acting like I'm supposed to have fixed and made everything right in her life. Not at this big age. I am so confused. Like, I guess I'm the mayor for real, the way they was on there talking about it. I'm supposed to help her get her record expunged? I'm supposed to help her get a... I don't deal with that type of stuff. Like, I don't know how to help you get your record expunged. That, I don't know. Like, you got some history on your record. And you got multiple charges. Like, not just one thing. So, like, can you even expunge all that? Like, that girl got so many mugshots. That girl got more mugshots than I got restaurants. She got more mugshots than I got. Well, I don't know about businesses. I got a lot of business. I don't know. She got a lot of mugshots, too. That's just, like, what? She's never even mentioned to me expunging a record. Now, to be clear, I am one of those people that try to help you figure some stuff out. But she ain't even brought that up to me before, so I don't even know how I was supposed to think to go get her record expunged.
Having it real fast. Now you call my YouTube. Her point was, one, I helped that heifer get a show that she fucked up. Okay? And yeah, Funky has told the story about the show shit twice. Once, years ago, like right after it happened, and then recently when Marlo kept acting like, you know what I'm saying, everybody had amnesia. So everybody said Kandi got that show for Marlo. Because Marlo could not be on Housewives. Because Nene did not want her on Housewives. So Kandi tried to help her. Kandi also said this now, how Marlo ain't never even talked to me about getting her record expunged. Because I am someone who like to figure things out. But she never even came to me and asked me about that shit. So I feel like, again, her point is, you keep trying to make everything my fault. And you keep acting as if it's me. That's the bullshit. The complete bullshit. Also, wait, where is it? So all that right there is bullshit. All that was basically in response to what Kandi had said. Okay. So with her and Mayetta, and that's Marlo and Mayetta was going back and forth, because Mayetta, like, you know, this bitch, this can, here we go again, this canned peach talking out both sides of her neck, always behind my back, never to my face. I don't respect that. You need to worry about getting a nasty hat cough you've had for past 2 months checked out. And then Marlo said, canned peach, you have a family, you see history with a celebrity ex and a husband, and you still didn't get a peach. Make it make sense. I think, Marlo, it took you 14 seasons to get a peach that nobody else wanted. Okay? Nobody else wanted. Don't nobody know you for nothing except being Nene Lapdog. And for someone who we feel like suck dick for some money. So it's like you trying to shame Mayetta. She wasn't on the show for 14 seasons looking for a peach. She been friends with Kandi and all them. Like, they're all known around Atlanta. They all have lives around Atlanta that we know about. So you talking because it's your second year holding a peach. It took half your life. It took 1/3 of your life. It took 1/3 of your life to get a peach. Mayetta, in my opinion, because she was going for stuff with Neo, did not want to be on the show like that. You wanted to be on the show. And it took you 14 years. It was 84 years since Jack drowned in the water. It's been forever. Now, Mayetta came back. Like, actually, Marlo, I agree with you. I am way more qualified to be a housewife than you. It doesn't make sense at all. Thanks for that, okay? Marlo gonna put up a picture of when Mayetta came to support her at something. Because, again, they all be hanging around each other in Atlanta. So it's not as if it's, like, surprising, you know, that Mayetta came to something that you was having. Like, it's not as if, you know what I'm saying, she wasn't begging to be your friend, okay? And she said it doesn't. Maybe you're lacking in performance. Get your own identity and off your master's leashes, Kandi and Kenya. And maybe then you could roam the park free and dig up a peach. But keep it cute. You're still a fan. Just like you were here at my peach party. Maybe I would throw you one next live. I would throw you one next live. So when she got her peach, she had a party for her peach. And Mayetta came. Again, I hate when folk throw up you supporting them And I'm like, bitch, I was supporting you, ho. I'm not a fan. You're not even famous. Monyetta, in my opinion, is more known than Marlo. Even if she's known because of what happened with her and Neo, we still know of Monyetta more than we know of Marlo. I'd rather be attached to what actually happened in my life, my story, which is inspiring to others. Me being in love, Neo not being shit, me being heartbroken, finding love again, getting married, and moving on. Where we only know Marlo for fucking old men for money and stealing clothes and cutting somebody's face. We don't know nothing positive about Marlo. Nothing. She ain't birthed no kids. She ain't married no man. She helped no individuals. Okay, she just recently took in them nephews. And we don't even know if they like her for real. They have to. She grew them board. Marlo love making it seem as if you ain't no girl. Monyetta said, "Cute pick, Marlo. We came to support you. I cannot recognize and salute 10 long years of back-breaking hard work of being Nene do boy to finally get charity to get that charity can peach. Difference is I'm a real housewife that's been connected and respected. No show, no cap. Boom. Meaning, bitch, I did not have to do a show for folk to kind of sort of know me and still not know me. Heifer." Marlo said, "Real housewife, you are you in the opening credits? That's how dumb Marlo is. Girl, a real housewife means, bitch, it ain't about the show. I'm a real housewife." Her response saying, "Are you in the opening credits, love? I'm confused. Do boy, I'm the one who told my sis to hop our feelings in the bag. But you the one in your feelings about Kandi. So how you tell somebody else to hop out their feelings, but you stuck in yours?" Anyway, like I'm trying to do with you. Nene and I had a whole fallout on TV. What the hell are you talking about? Good night, boo. I got cookouts tomorrow. Ma'am, you knew what she meant. You was around there as Kenya's Nene lapdog. When you and her fell out, you tried to be friends with Kenya. Y'all then fell out. So, bitch, bye. Okay. She then said, Monyetta, I'm not surprised what I said went over your head, Marlo. I'm talking real reality, not, reality TV credits. Can't wait to see how it plays out when you try to slam that door in my face. I can't wait to see too. Because I don't think Monyetta play that bullshit. It didn't go over my head, honey. I'm talking about the housewife title that you seem to be so obsessed with. The title you currently lack and so desperately seek on TV. Whatever. I feel like Marlo thinks folks want that peach and they don't. She chased that peach for years. She got it and now she don't know what to do with it. And everyone hates her. Like, people hate Marlo. They do. Now, Kandi spoke on the whole debacle about the nephew passing away and Marlo feeling as if like she ain't do shit. Now, on the show, we did see the text that they put up supposedly between Kandi and Marlo. Kandi's point was they put up a couple texts, but not like in the right context, okay? She was like, first of all, when she texted me in August, okay, she texted me, she didn't even retell me her nephew was killed. She texted me asking me if I knew the dude. I don't remember. And all of that. She put up how, she saw I said, damn, sorry to hear that. She's like, so I did, acknowledge that shit. She said the gotcha was Marlo trying to make it seem as if she was so sad and so distraught. However, 5 days after the nephew was killed, before the funeral, Marlo come texting her about, hey, join Cameo under my profile because she would get money from it. So you text me one time about a dead nephew who you didn't even start off with the dead nephew. You knew I did not know him. Okay, you text me this is all in 2020. You text me 5 days later about a Cameo gig because you want to make some money. And the second text say at the bottom, I can read it. It says meant to send the last link, easy lunch money if you not already signed up. You up here trying to make money after y'all all know about my nephew DJ. Y'all know about my bitch. If my family died, I'm not on nobody text line talk about making no money. But I am distraught some goddamn well. And Marlo up here in 2023, which is 2022, and she's making it seem as if Kandi ain't tell me nothing. She ain't say sorry. She did not acknowledge my net. She's making it seem as if she was so hurt all these years. I can't like the bitch was up and texting me about Cameo a few days later. And over these 2-3 years since it's happened, we've had plenty of conversation, but around each other, and she ain't never said, I'm sad, I'm upset. Oh Lord God, Jesus, my family hates you. When Kandi showed how Marlo mama was dying to meet Kandi last season after the dead nephew situation, if your family so pissed at Kandi, why the fuck you hang around Kandi? Why was your mama so happy to meet Kandi? Why were you so happy to introduce your mama to Kandi? Because if my family hates somebody, they don't want to meet them. Not at all. And if they do, they're going to cut their ass out. So I love that they were showing Marlo on bullshit and Ben on bullshit. Okay? Now, the nephew do. I want to play Kandi explaining the timeline of the nephew. Again, the nephew was killed in 2020. That's COVID times. Okay, here we go.
Marlo's ass. I feel like this storyline that she's going with is feeling very made up, exaggerated, a stretch, very much so in need of drama with somebody on the show to make herself relevant. Say, hey, let me go for Kandi.
Because that's what she's doing. That's exactly. Marlo is on some bullshit. She's literally using a dead nephew who was killed in 2020 as a part of a storyline in 2022, even though she didn't say nothing about being upset last season when she had a beach. If you've been pissed all this time, you didn't say shit last season or before that. He was in his 30s. The grown man nephew left this world in 2020.
You know, I feel like anytime you're winning in life, you're doing big things, they always want to tear you down and try to find a way to make the people mad at you. So, what is the storyline? Like, what is the thing? Is the storyline that you're not a friend and you didn't check on her? Like, what is... Okay, yeah, I was confused about what she was trying to make the story. So, at first, when it was brought back to me, because it hasn't been... You haven't seen when they told me about it, but...
Because that's the crazy part. As we know, Kandi don't even know about Marlo saying this shit because she not around. So Marlo around here having fits and ain't told, not hide, no hair, nobody of why I'm mad at Kandi because she didn't acknowledge my nephew death.
When I first caught wind of it, I was told like she was trying to say that the person who her nephew was worked at Old Lady Gang or something like that, and that is why she was triggered with our conversation when Drew didn't mention, which I was.
And Kandi keeps bleeping out the word shooting. Now Marlo was saying the roommate that took her nephew out, she said he met him at OLG, which made people feel like she was saying he worked there because Marlo kept on saying her nephew worked there. Now, I also want to point out one thing I'm thinking about right now. When Marlo was saying, why she keep having these shootings, I forgot there was a shooting at OLG back in 2020. So over 3 years, 3 years ago, it was in February 20. I looked it up. In February 2020, around Valentine's Day, there was an incident at OLG where a customer came in there and shot another customer who was in there. It had nothing to do with anybody who worked there. Nothing. That's just how stuff happened at people's places of business. And that was right before the pandemic. And Kandi wasn't there either. So there was a shooting that happened in February 2020, but even that had nothing to do with Kandi. None of that. It was just a crazy person went in there, pow pow. And when that happened, 2 innocent bystanders who was in there getting lunch ended up getting hit. They sued or tried to sue Kandi, the plaza, people who own the plaza, the people who own the security company that secured the plaza. So when Kandi said we can't talk about this because it's an ongoing investigation, I think it's because when the last time something happened, people sued her. So why would I be on camera discussing it? And someone can, I think I said that last week or week before last. Right. Waffle House, stuff happened at people's places of business all over the world. At McDonald's, at the Waffle Houses, at Wendy's. If a shooting happened at Wendy's, you want the redhead white lady to come do this? No. Stuff happened at people's places of business all the time. You can't blame Kandi. Yes, ads are in for lives now. It's a quick little 5-second ad. Yes. I have to get my money. Okay, and it's automatic. So it's me getting paid. But I love y'all. Okay? But yes. If it offers me an ad for lives, I put it on this, I get my little check. Anyway, but my point is, they can't keep making it seem as if because she owns businesses. And I forgot about the shooting that happened back in 2020. I forgot about it until today when I was watching Ashley Miller. I'm like, oh, it was one back in 2020, right before the pandemic. Some of them happened since the pandemic. But I'm like, that wasn't Kandi's fault, and no one that it happened with had anything to do with that one. Okay. So the fact that Marlo didn't bring up that shooting that she could say triggered her, but she gonna bring up this one? Girl.
Like, wait, what? Because first of all, the person never worked at Old Lady Gang, to be clear. Her nephew did work at Old Lady Gang for a short period of time. During the pandemic, to be clear. Oh, Lord. So, just to be clear, we hired her nephew November 19, 2019.
Again, he was hired November 19th, 2019. He was hired before the pandemic hit us. We didn't even know what was on the way.
I did meet him because we have an annual Christmas party for our staff in December. So I did meet him then at the Christmas party. I didn't really see him that much after that because the pandemic started in March, in which we were shut down.
So again, he got hired in November. I met him at the Christmas party in December for the annual Christmas party. We shut down in March because of the pandemic. But
Well, we were in California for Masked Singer. You were gone.
Oh, right. That's the other thing, y'all. I also, right after the Christmas party, I went to LA for a few months. Well, for like 2 months to do the Masked Singer, as you all know.
So Leigh went to LA to shoot the Masked Singer, which she won, for 2 months. So she did not even come back to Atlanta until February. But at that point, that's when the pandemic shit was popping off. So again, he was hired in November. She met him one time in December. But now she gone for months in LA working on The Masked Singer.
I wasn't even in Atlanta. I wasn't around her nephew. I did not see him. So after that Christmas party, I didn't see him no more. And then when I did get back home, Atlanta was shut down before the pandemic. So from March, and we didn't open back up until mid-May. He did come back and work for us in June. July, he left again. I'm just telling you, those are real dates. You know I always come with facts and receipts.
So again, he was hired. Wait.
I know.
He was hired in November. She didn't meet him until December. She was then gone until February. He didn't come back to work until June. He then left in July. He was killed in August. So he did not even know Kandi. And she did not know he was right on there. Marlo did not even know he worked there. Marlo, full of shit.
Her nephew, well, no, I did not. When people come to work at a restaurant, I don't really know what's going on in their life. A lot of people that we've employed hundreds, well, maybe 1,000 people through all the different restaurants at this point. Do I know what happens in all of their lives? No, especially during that time. I was trying not to be in the restaurant that much during that time. When somebody starts working with us, I don't know what's going on in their life.
So Marlo trying to make it seem as if, oh, Kandi knew. Kandi knew my nephew, because Kandi also brought up how she know that the picture they brought the obituary, how the picture of him was in this little chef outfit. It's like I didn't know that man. I didn't know that man. I don't know that man. I don't know that man at all. So the fact that Marlo, because she was also saying how Marlo wanted her. Now Kandi did say, could I have been a bit more empathetic? I could have been. But I didn't think by me saying, I'm sorry to hear that, wasn't enough for you. For a person I did not even know. Who you did not know he worked. His mama told you he worked for me months ago. And the fact that we forget, this all happened during none of us, people were going crazy during the pandemic because we did not, people was dying. Like, the pandemic was literally a stressful situation. None of us knew nothing. So I'm pretty sure your nephew, being shot was horrible. It was a horrible experience for y'all and your family. We fully get that, Marlo. However, we don't know what Kandi and them was going through, because all of us was going through the ringer during that time. All of us was going through it at that time. So if you up at texting me about a dead person who I don't know, when people were dying and getting sick all the time, like, it was crazy then. Absolutely insane. So I feel like Marlo was also making a bigger issue out of her need for a storyline. Let's just say she knew him and passed it. Okay. He said tears and sorrows. Because what you want somebody to do. And when Kandi said also, Marlo never told me all the time we've talked and hung out over the past 3 years. She ain't never mentioned her having an issue with me. But you bring it up, you losing one person during the pandemic where people, hundreds of thousands of people across the world was dying from a fucking disease we was fighting. And you upset because Kandi did not baby you enough for the one person you lost at that time. Because you felt like because he worked for her that one time, them couple days, she owed your family more. And Kandi said, I hope your family see you for what you are. I hope your family see that you up here using their pain for a fucking storyline. You are reopening wounds, discussing that man's death now for a storyline. I'm happy Marlo. I'm happy Monyetta got her ass together. I'm happy Kenya said she's the worst housewife ever. I'm happy Kandi said she up here using me for a storyline and she ain't shit and I don't care. I'm gonna meet her where she at. I told y'all Kandi need to put Marlo in the same boat where she has Phaedra. Robert's going to have to do some reconstruction with his cast because Marlo was literally low-hanging fruits. Sonya's whack, and Sheree still has no fashions nor a man because Martell is a pawn. I feel like Bravo sees, I think this season Bravo see the bullshit. I think they feel like Sheree tricked us with the whole Martell thing. I think they see Sonya's whack. I think Sheree will be gone. I think Marlo will be gone. I feel like, as I said before, Bravo for Housewives of Atlanta has not brought forth any new cast that can work without Kandi and Kenya. Like right now, Kandi and Kenya are, to me, the top two housewives for Atlanta. Some folk like Marlo bullshit. I don't. Because she don't know how to do, like, she don't have her own shit going on. And she's making up stuff. And Bravo is not going to do Atlanta how they did New York. They had to cancel New York because of racist stuff. The MK women stuff, the white folk, they had to. Atlanta can literally get rid of Marlo, Sheree. I don't know if they'll get rid of Sonya. They can bring in 2 new housewives. They're going to probably try and bring back Portia. They should give Monyetta a peach and start anew. And then the next season, add on 2 more people because Kandi and Kenya do need to leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. However, the cast will not be able to be without them too. And the show itself will not survive if they do a whole new cast because they still finna test out them New York girls. They don't know if that's gonna work. Marlo would be tolerable if she wasn't a conniving bitch. They not gonna bring back Nene, so I don't know why I'll say that. Nene will never be back on Housewives. It's not gonna happen. It's not. They can bring back Portia. They can bring back Claudia Jordan. They can bring back Shamari. But Kandi and Kenya have to exert their dominance and be like, we not filming with Marlo. Hell, we don't want to talk to Sheree. Because Sheree, as much as an OG that Sheree is a follower. Sheree is following Marlo's lead. And Bravo think that we like Marlo's mess. And they seeing now we don't. Because the reviewers, the reviews, the comments, the tweets, the comments is in. Everybody saying, fuck them. And I think Kenya and Kandi, I think they gonna do that now. I think Kandi, Kenya, Drew, Monyetta are going to have an alliance. They're going to ice out Marlo and Sheree. Sanya is going to have to pick a side. Courtney don't even matter. Courtney is the definition of a non-fucking factor. Give her the shirt. And then for next season, if they're smart, get rid of Marlo, get rid of Sheree. Keep Sanya. I don't mind. I can stand Sanya as long as she's not around there licking the heels of Marlo and Sheree. Bring back Shamari. Bring back Portia. And then bring in Kenya friend, the Anita girl, who we seen at the tennis court last week for last. That's a new cast. That's people who we ain't seen Shamari. We only seen Shamari for one season. We would need to see Sanya where she's not having to play flip-flopper. Drew is now single. Kenya probably single. And that way it's a bit of familiar people, but a new flow. We don't have to replace all of the ladies. We don't. We need a new vibe. And Marlo and Sheree vibe this season is let's attack Kandi. But for if they had a valid reason to have it out with Kandi, I would love it. I don't mind. I don't think Kandi should be someone. I don't think Kandi should be untouchable. Kandi should not be untouchable. However, Sheree and Marlo issues with Kandi are made up. It's fucking imagination. Even Sanya issues with Drew is some made up shit that she making up. Because she's a flip-flopper. Anyway. Eva not gonna come back. She don't need to. Eva's an actress. I don't even think Eva live in Atlanta no more. They just need to get rid of dunce ass Marlo and dunce ass Sheree. That would save the show. People think the whole cast needs to go because of all the bullshit. I'm like, no. If you get rid of Marlo, get rid of Sheree. I'm telling y'all, that would fix shit. Bring in Shamari. Let Monyetta be around now. Hell, bring in Shamia and Portia. Cause they best buds. And right now, Portia gets along with everybody except Marlo. It'll be some friction, but it won't be this, nasty shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need the nasty shit at all. Anyway, y'all. That's all I have for today. Okay. I am hoping everyone had a good ass time around here. I had a good ass time around. We had all kind of conversation, y'all. I am tired, okay? I'm hoping everybody has already liked the video. I'm hoping everyone has already subscribed to my channel. I'm hoping everybody has already liked it, subscribe. Oh, follow me on social media, girl, at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, I will have a live tomorrow night about what I don't know yet. It may be reality show talk. It may be gossip stuff. I don't know. But tomorrow, at the end of the month, I'm going to pull up one more video and whatnot. There are, ways to make Housewives better. And we're going to figure that shit out together, okay? I want y'all to know that I love you all. Okay, have a good, safe night. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I love you all. I gotta go. Bye-bye.